So this past week was pretty bad as we lost one of the legends of the comic industry. I've even heard him being called the Titan, and honestly, Titan is probably a more valid descriptor than just a legend. And that was John Romita, or John Romita Sr, as a lot of people call him. Absolutely amazing artist. Like his addition to Amazing Spider-Man was just brilliant in a way that it's hard to really describe, because when you look at more modern art, you're like going, oh yeah, I've got this guy, I got this guy, this guy, but when you look at when Romita was put on Spider-Man, it was like just the art style was just knocked up several notches, and you're just like, wow, this is just beautiful. And I mean, I was, way before my time, so the only time I ever really got to read stuff that he drew was generally as in Marvel Tales or reprint books or even trade paperbacks. But you could always tell, you could always look at it and go, wow, that art is just incredible. It was clean line work. Once again, like one of the most important things with comic art, you could see movement, and the way he drew Peter Parker, the way he drew in civilian clothes, and you go, wow, he looks older, he looks like he's growing up, he looks like he's in university, he's not a kid anymore, which is great, because I like the fact that the character evolves and grows, despite what he's doing now. And the way he drew women like, they were attractive, they were like, you look at them and go, wow, Mary Jane and Gwen are beautiful women. So is Betty Brant and all the other Liz Allen and all the women in Peter Parker's life. And you go, well, he's surrounded by lots of beautiful women, Felicia Hardy and stuff like that. And you go, yeah, he could draw women beautifully, and you just go, yeah, they just don't look like a generic sort of, oh, that's a generic female character. Okay. They looked different. Like the way he drew Mary Jane wasn't just like Gwen with red hair. It was like the facial structures were different. He was really good at doing that, of basically creating new characters, or at least creating differences where you just look at them and go, oh yeah, it's not just their hair color or the way the hair's parted or something. There's a difference with the character. It's like a lot more to it. So yeah, really, really solid artist. And so unfortunately we lost him. He was 93 years old, which is still a good innings, but it's never a good experience to lose someone that you do respect, and especially with the industry, you just go, wow, there's another bright light is just gone, and it's just a little bit dimmer now. And yeah, he is one of those important artists, not just for Spider-Man, but for Daredevil as well. He did a great run on Daredevil early on, and every now and then, they just he'd do a cover or he'd do a pin-up or something in a book, and you just go, and even with the modern artists, you look at it and go, yeah, he still stands out. You still go, yeah, that's Romita, and you go, yeah, and he deserves to be in that book, because it's John Romita, and you go, yeah, that's good stuff. So not just a legend, a titan, and honestly, like, I was going to do a video about his son's art, because I really, really do like John Romita Jr.'s art. Very radically different, but still really good artist in his own right. This sort of came along. I was like, oh, I thought I should do a little short video about it. And so unfortunately, as I said, I never got around to, when they were coming out, I wasn't around, but unfortunately he lives on in volumes like this for me to be able to read, because a lot of the back issues are not cheap. But as I said, yeah, his art style, it just stands up. It really does. Like, I can still read a book from like the 60s and go, oh, it's drawn by Romita, and you just go, hey, it's really good, it's really solid. It doesn't, you don't feel like it's old and outdated and stuff like that, because it's not. He was really a trendsetter, and I think a lot of modern artists will be who they are because of Romita's style and what he did for the industry, and I think that's a legacy that not a lot of people get. But unfortunately, as I said, we no longer John Romita is no longer with us, but he will live on in our memories and on the printed page with his books in back issue and in reprint form. And yeah, a titan has left us, but he will not be forgotten.